podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie. You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Triple G later this year.
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Boxing Voice Radio, where we talk boxing every mother frickin' day. Today, we're going to be talking about WBC middleweight champion Jermall Lions Only Charlo. Showtime Boxing announced his official fight and fight date of June 19th when he steps in the ring with the nephew of a legend, Fernando Montiel's nephew, Juan Macias Montiel, a.k.a. Juanito. He's going to be pushing Charlo to the limit. But yeah, man, what's up? Buenos dias, gentlemen. Troy, Doomy, what up?
Well, you already know what's up.
What is up?
It's putting some volume in my cup.
His
Yeah,
soundboard
man, that was supposed to be my
solo.
TVV in my cup. What happened? Yeah, man, I'm I'm having my coffee. I'm here with you guys, ready to talk boxing. Troy, what's up, man? How you feeling this morning?
Alhamdulillah, I'm just chilling.
All right. Jermall Charlo, Montiel. You said legendary son?
Nephew.
Nephew? All right. I'm not too familiar with the legendary, but
yeah, Fernando Montiel, man. What do you mean? Fernando Montiel is his uncle, man.
Yeah, I just I got to go back in my mind to remember when's the last time I ever watched a Montiel fight, but he was a great boxer, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And let's see if that translates in the bloodline. Jermall, though, man, he's going to handle his business.
Let's talk about it, though, man. Since he picked up his WBC title by email because, Canelo decided not to fight him and receive his WBC franchise title in the mail, Charlo received via email that he would be elevated, and since then has successfully defended his title 3 times, beating these fighters. Most recently, Sergiy Derevyanchenko, who was coming off of 2 losses, but everyone thought he beat Gennady Golovkin in his last outing. Dennis Hogan, who was coming off a loss, but everyone thought he beat Jaime Munguia in his last outing. Brandon Adams, who's coming off a win, and now he's facing Juan Macias Montiel, a.k.a. Juanito, who's just coming off a first-round knockout of James Kirkland. You on mute.
Stay busy fight. It's a good stay busy fight. Excuse me for the microphones. They told me my sound was trash.
Nah, you sound bad. You sound all right, but Doomy was on mute.
I was on mute.
I feel like it's a good stay busy fight. It's not the opponent. It's not an opponent that I would like to see But at the same time, man, you got to keep yourself busy, keep your craftsmanship sharp by fighting under the lights. So, I could be negative and say a lot of things, but I'm going to look at the positive in it and say it's a good way to keep your craftsmanship going and stay busy.
Dumi, Juan Macias Montiel has 22 wins. 22 of those wins are by knockout.
Whoa!
But he does have 4 losses. One of those are by knockout and 2 draws.
Well, I'm assuming 20 knockouts, 25. Wait a minute. He's fought 24 times then, right?
No. I mean, that would be a total of 28 times. 22 by knockout, 4 losses, 2 draws.
Okay, 2 draws. Well, in that, when you give me that type of record, man, he must be an action-packed fighter. He has a few losses. That means he's probably been able to, trade on the inside, and maybe he's susceptible to some shots because of his style. I really can't say too much, right? I got to go back and maybe look at some of the fights. The name, never flew under my radar for sure, but he must be a tough guy, man. Tough guy. I just see Jermall, like, Troy saying, staying busy, man. I mean, come on. Everybody was hollering for Benavidez and all these other guys, and and we get Montiel, so it's nothing negative to say really about it. It's just that in the eyes of, in the full picture scope of things, it's like, we understand as hardcore you got to stay busy, but is it really getting the fans excited? I probably not.
Well, facts are Jaime Munguia knocked him out in 2 rounds as a welterweight, 2017 in Mexico. He also got upset by a journeyman in a split decision in Mexico at 152. He had a draw with Hugo Centeno, who's the guy that Jermall knocked out. And, he got a loss to some dude I never heard of named Alejandro Barrera in Mexico. And it's even hard to say that he's turned it around since the losses, because when he lost to another dude, when he got knocked out by Jaime, he came back and he beat, Gustavo Octavio Castro, and then he fought Mark Reyes, and then he got a draw, and then he got a knockout. So it's like, there's no consistency there. Even on his little undefeated run, he still slid in a draw, So the level of consistency just isn't there in terms of a pattern. It's not showing up on its box rec. But the fact that Jaime beat him at welterweight 4 years ago, it doesn't make me any more excited for this. If I'm Jermall, I'm very upset at Al Heyman.
I mean, is it the same Juan Maciel that stopped Kirkland?
I mean, we said that 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. All right, well, I missed it. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get lost in the names. But, do we give him credit is the question. Like, how much credit do we give him? Yeah.
I mean, you give him whatever credit you want to give him, but you got to understand, that Kirkland just hasn't been the same person that he was when he was signed to fight, Canelo. Like, after that Canelo fight, he's just never been the same. And some will say that after I think it was Alfredo Angulo fight that took too much from him, and he's really never been the same. You know what I mean? So, no, man. Nobuhiro Yoshida knocked out Kirkland, and my man had like 4 knockouts at the time. No one expected him to knock out Kirkland. That's when Kirkland started showing us maybe his chin is just made out of like wind. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing there. But I'm not impressed.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not impressed with Juan Maciel's win over Kirkland. Kirkland was being rebuilt. It was his first fight on TV during the rebuilding. Davies management had him. Kirkland's a name. And look, they were right to invest in him because they got him right on TV. How much it cost to get him on TV for getting him all the tune-ups, who knows? But biggest name on not Fernando, because that is the uncle who has achieved a lot in the sport. But biggest name on Juan Montiel's resume. But I mean, let's just get to the real meat and potatoes of this. It's like, is Juan Montiel better than Rocky Fielding? Is Juan Montiel better than Yeardom? Is he better than Billy Joe? Because people like to say that Canelo's ducking Jermall Charlo. And out of all the people that are linked to each other, right? So Benavidez was linked to Charlo. He's facing a former world champion in Jose Uzcategui that we all consider a puncher. Jermall Charlo, the brother, he's going for undisputed versus Brian Castano.
Yeah.
Canelo Alvarez, he's unifying the division versus Billy Joe. Demetrius Andrade is at the very least facing a more difficult style and opponent than Juan Montiel. I rank Liam higher than Juan Montiel. Now, Juan Montiel would have to beat Liam Williams to show us that he's on that level. Until then, Montiel doesn't have the type of win that Liam has over an Alantez Fox. Alantez wasn't coming off of any crazy layoff. He wasn't a damaged fighter like Kirkland. Juan Montiel had the opportunity to get our attention when he got a draw versus Centennial. Now, maybe some will say, look, he got a draw, but he deserved to win. But we all know how that goes. If you ain't doing enough to win, you ain't doing enough to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. And look, some will say that Juan Montiel might bring a fun fight. Obviously, I'm still a little down, but maybe Montiel will make it a fun fight. I just gotta, how many times has my man been how many times has he lost? I mean, he's lost a few times. Looks like he got KO'd.
Well, I just wanted to get an answer from you guys on my question as far as, when you compare this opponent to everyone else in and around that's been linked to Charlo, who's facing the weakest opposition? Is Andrade facing Liam the weakest opposition? Is Jermall?
Nah, I thought you were being funny. It's obvious.
It's Charlo. It's Charlo. I'm not on here to play and lie. And this is what I'll be saying, and I'm not trying to come from a negative perspective when I say this. The talent, not the talent, the skill set or the experience of a fighter by who he continues to face. So that's why we could stop arguing who's better than who and who has more experience and whose skill set. We can tell by who they choose to fight. I don't even know who Montiel is. Yeah, his uncle was dope and all of that, but come on, man. It's just a good stay busy fight, and I'm going to just keep saying that, but at the same time, man, you can't be screaming for, Canelos and all these people, and then you're not testing yourself.
So what I want to ask you guys is, Charlo was on Last Stand podcast, and he said nobody knows Demetrius Andrade. Do you think more people know Andrade than they know Juan Macias Montiel? Or because he's the nephew of a legend, is he more popular than Demetrius Andrade?
Last two questions, I feel like they've been trick questions. Because it's, we're going to say.
What you mean?
Yo, Montiel, my brother, and look, man, this is all respect to all boxers, right? Because there's a lot of good boxers out there that don't get the light, right? But I don't know you. I don't know what's going on with you. So it's like, this is a performance. This is entertainment, and then, sometimes you're as entertaining as your opponent, as your dance partner, or however you want to see this in any metaphor. And Girardi was, the better pick. Was he, a fight that could be made right away? No, he's busy. But what I'm saying is that Andrade is definitely more popular.
Well, Andrade tried desperately to make a big fight. Remember, Liam and Andrade wasn't announced till forever. Liam was out vocally like, oh, you got to fight me. He was trying to do other things. He was trying to fight Billy Joe at 68. He was trying to unify with Triple G. Like, he was trying to shake this one off and pay step aside, even if he had to. I don't understand when you say, oh, Andre, who knows him, and then you turn around and fight this guy with 4 losses and 2 draws. 4 losses and 2 draws. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I guess, we'll never understand because we don't make that type of money, gentlemen. But I find it hard to understand how he can be okay with his run at 60. I mean, since 2017, he fought Jorge Sebastian Hyland, Hugo Centeno, who moved up from 54, Matt Korobov, who people thought deserved a rematch, Brandon Adams, who moved up from 54, Hogan, who moved up from 54, Sergiy, who obviously felt too small, had 2 losses back-to-back and is moving down to 54, and Montiel, who obviously lost to Jaime at 47. Like, I mean, that's it, man.
Hey, I get it.
I'm speechless.
Hey, I'm not speechless. I get it, cause that's what I be talking about, and I love the Charlos, but hey, it is what it is. Your resume. Now, if I'm a tech, engineer, a coder, and I say, man, I went to MIT or I went to any other prestigious tech school and I'm going to get a job at IBM, Microsoft, they're going to be like, hey, you've accomplished a lot by doing this, and this. But if I went to like a low-end school or something like that and I'm trying to go to the highest tech company as a coder to try to do, they're going to be like, well, we got your resume, your collegiate resume is not up to par. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, your resume tells me who you are as a fighter. Period.
I'm just so shocked they couldn't find anything better.
They wasn't trying to find nobody like that.
Or anybody more recognized. Like, who's more recognizable than this dude? Like, is there anyone out there more recognizable that is on the PBC side that could have made a possible fight with Jermall? Because, I mean, Montiel, he don't even got a little bit of buzz on him. Not even a little bit of buzz. Like, ain't nobody calling his name at 160. Ain't nobody saying he's that dude at 160. There's no buzz there. Like,
he could have fought Demetrius. He could have fought Demetrius Andre. He could have fought Demetrius.
Demetrius got a mandatory. What about Gabe Rosado?
I get that, but if he would have said he wanted to fight Demetrius, I'm sure Demetrius would have said, hey, I get the mandatory, but I want this Charlo fight. It would have been up to them to say that. They never asked him for it. They're not asking for it.
I mean, at least Demetrius is fighting the number 8 in the Ring magazine, right? Like, Demetrius is mandatory, is the number 8 in the Ring magazine. Charlo is the number 2 in the Ring. Demetrius is number 3. Sergiy Derevyanchenko, who Charlo beat last, and Gennady before him, and Jacobs before him, is number 4. Ryota Marotta, who holds a win and a loss over our friend Robert Brandt, is number 5. Chris Eubank Jr., who Jermall Charlo also said nobody knows and is in a big fight, he's number 6.
Hey, he could, even if he would have fought Marotta or Eubank, because I was trying to think of a middleweight, he could have fought any of them guys. Them is some good fights. I wouldn't mind seeing Marotta and Charlo, because he a big true middleweight, a hard puncher, and then he has a good name. He's from another country. Even if he go to on other soil and fighting, that would be like a huge move. See, those are the things you have to do if you want to pull off a Canelo scrap or something like that. So like how Earl did.
This how it works, right? Obviously, they could have offered Rob Brandt the fight. Jaime, he ain't want it, and John Beck, whatever, he's there. So what's going on is Charlo failed to get a big fight, so he had to go down the sanctioning body rankings. Jaime didn't want a shot at Andrade, and he don't want a shot at Charlo either. That's why Jaime didn't take his shot in the number 1 WBO versus Demetrius Andrade, and instead the number 2 Liam is facing. Same thing. Jaime said, no, I just got with Eric Morales. I'm going to keep training. I don't want my shot at the WBC champion, Jermall Charlo. Jermall already beat Derevyanchenko. Selecki is fighting somebody on the zone side. So next up is Juan Montiel. That's how it goes. Remember, you got to go down the rankings. Devin Haney and Bill Haney showed us that. So it's not that this is what Charlo wants, but it's only who's next in the rankings. Now, that being said, he doesn't have a mandatory, so he just got to pick someone in the top 15 or someone else that the sanctioning body will approve. And as you can see from the screen share, we're showing every name possible in the middleweight division ranked in the top 15 in most sanctioning bodies. And there aren't very many sexy names. Biggest names that stick out are your obvious champions: Andrade, Canelo, Marotta, Golovkin, Charlo. Secondary names are Munguia,
Golovkin?
Munguia, Derevyanchenko, Selecki, Chris Eubank Jr.
Golovkin is not trying to fight anyone.
And those are your secondary names.
Golovkin wants to get paid.
Then your third tier names are your
sitting down.
Your Jambeks, your Robert Branch, your Liam Williams, your Esquivia Falcos, But Francis, what up?
What's up, y'all? I want to do something a little different this morning. What up to everybody?
Next up, sports up, yeah, homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you, cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah, next up.
Right now, we screaming that Montiel is next up to step up and take on Jermall Charlo because nobody else seems like they want an opportunity to do so. We're giving them a little bit of flack for it. I mean, duly noted because you're going back and forth with a bigger fight with David Benavidez, and when the smoke settled, you came out with Juan. How do you say the last name properly?
Montiel.
It puts a bad taste in people's mouth. Unfortunately, it just is what it is, and whether you put on a sensational performance or not, the opponent will always overshadow the performance in this particular situation because it seemed to everybody else that you had a bigger fight on your plate. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, the way he was acting, we thought he was gonna have a bigger fight. When you out here in the interview saying that, you seeing 7 million and Andrade ain't known and you know what I mean, we expecting something bigger than Montiel. I was expecting something bigger than Montiel. I'm sorry. It's a real letdown. I was saying
I think
earlier,
the next one's big. Next one's big, right?
None of y'all bid on that, so maybe Francis got the cojones, man. Is Al failing him? Is Al failing? Because, I mean, Jermall done got the unify. He done got the, avenge his loss. Like, Jermall must be, like, that dude. Like, he got the unify. He got the unify. He got the be on pay-per-view. He got the avenge his loss. And now he gets the undispute. Like, he that dude. Charlo, the other Charlo, he's just sitting there.
I'm gonna say in the ring, it would seem like Al is letting down Jermall just a little bit, but you can't say outside of the ring because his family's taking care of him, he's taking care of. So as a promoter advisor, he's doing his job, making sure that his fighter is good for the rest of their life. But I'm talking about, you have to add it all in together because it's a recipe. But there's some parts of the recipe that's a little weaker than the other, and we're saying that the in-ring performances right now, they're not equating to what we would like as fans, but his paydays haven't taken a hit. So you can't really say he's doing a bad. It's a double-edged sword for me.
Yo, champ. I mean, I hear you and all that, but you got to realize that this level of fight, you can't be considered taking care of him. He ain't making no money for this. He ain't making real money for this. He making real money versus a Derevyanchenko, real money versus a Julian Williams, real money versus a Austin Trout. Someone on the other side of the ring that poses some sort of a threat, they pay you for the risk. This ain't no risk. What's he gonna be? 15,000 to 1, maybe? 5,000 to 1, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, where's the risk here? So, like, how big is the check that you talking about? How much are you to? Is this a tune-up You know what? What is this a tune-up? Because don't get me wrong, you and I,
that's how I look at it. Yeah.
You and I, like, we not 7-figure fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. If you get me one 7-figure fight, I'm good for the year, so to speak. From my level, Francis. From my tax bracket, but he in another tax bracket. Is one fight enough? Is one fight really taking care of him? Is this level of fight that you can't ask for 2-3 million? You be lucky if you getting $1 million to fight this dude. Like, are you getting $1 million to fight this dude? Can they justify $1 million to fight this dude? I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how much is a stay busy tune-up fight for a fighter like a Jermall Charlo? Like, I mean, what's his payday? Is it really going to take that big of a significant hit? We understand the bigger the opponent across the ring, the bigger the paycheck. But we know that Terrence is getting his guarantee and stuff, whether he fight anybody, right? We understand that. There are guarantees out there that you do get. I mean, I don't like to count another man's money, but it don't seem like he's hooping and hollering for an extra dollar. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you. As a champion, I would hope that the contract is written up, that he got a mandatory minimum guarantee. I would hope that that's how it is. You know what I mean? Let's see, man. I mean, I just don't know.
Troy, as a former fighter, let us know.
I never made that type of money, but that's why I'm just quiet, because I don't care how much they getting paid, because like Ness said, if you fight somebody worth fighting, you're going to get your money. So there's plenty of other opponents, but I stated at the beginning it's a stay busy fight, because maybe he got something in the works, but I'm going to backtrack. I only thought he was going to fight someone better, because when talking to Ryan Shields, it was like he kind of was like, oh, we gonna fight somebody, and I'm kind of like, well, who is it? Kind of, because Ronnie Shields make me thinking like he really gonna get some real work. You know what I'm saying? But that's a stay busy fight. So, but Ronnie made me think that, because he made it seem like he had bigger fish on the table.
Yeah, man.
Did it sound like that to you, Ness? Did it sound like when you were talking to Ronnie, like there's something big coming down the pipeline? Because as Trey's talking, I'm trying to remember the conversation. Like, he was kind of hinting, but he didn't want to say nothing. But this couldn't be it. This definitely couldn't be it.
I mean, listen, Eubanks
Ronnie back on, like, Ronnie, this is it right here. I want to know, like,
Eubanks been linked to a fight.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ronnie, this is what you wouldn't tell us, when Ness kept saying, well, who you fighting in? And he just wouldn't even budge. He just like, and usually when it's a fight like that, then that's when it's a big fight. It's like a Pacquiao, not a Pacquiao, but like a high level fight. You're not allowed to really be talking, because you want it to, whoever gonna break it. But Ronnie acting like he about to get some work with Uzkakagi or something like that. Like,
I got a question to ask you real quick. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Both twins was on pay-per-view together. Jermell's in a massive undisputed fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's going on with the pay-per-view for the both? I mean, Montiel is not really an opponent to put on pay-per-view. Let's keep it real.
I mean, it ain't hold up. It ain't hold up. You know, the numbers wasn't good enough to come right back to pay-per-view.
Damn. Even with the undisputed, like, they weren't able to.
Because think about it. Right now, it's him versus Castano. The only difference is that Lubin is facing the dude he beat last out. So you can't put that on pay-per-view. It's like, yo, the dude I beat is on my undercard now. I beat him into the. I don't know, man. They can do whatever they want, I guess.
You know, just asking a mind that's been in the game. Like, it's not a strange thing to see somebody go on pay-per-view and their next fight not be on pay-per-view. I just thought it was, I just thought it hit the way it was supposed to, and now they're doing it again. Maybe if Maul had a different opponent, maybe if it was a David Benavidez, it would have been on pay-per-view. What y'all think?
Of course, it would have been. Of course, it would have been pay-per-view, but that's just something that I don't want that to go unnoticed. Like, Benavidez is out here fighting a former world champ, at least, you know. we got our first guest on the show. Khalil Cole, what's going on? Big stepper in the building, man. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you for coming on and giving us the time to talk to you. But also, man, shout out to you, man, for getting signed by Matchroom and Split T, man. You in good hands with both of those companies, and I'm very excited for you, man. So I want you to take us to the beginning, because kind of the way I introduce you to my audience is like, yo, this guy from Jersey who's real good, but I don't know his name, because you had like something else on your Instagram, and now you finally changed it to Khalil Cole. But I've been following you for a while, and I just didn't know how to tell them, how to follow you. But now you're back. You were gone for a little bit, but now you're back, and everything seems to be falling in place. So just take us from the top, man. When did you start? Why did you start?
Yeah. Before you go to the top, B, yo, are we only looking at your lips, my man? Pause. So like,
can you turn that camera sideways? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't want to have you out here looking crazy.
No, turn it sideways. Can you turn it sideways?
Nah, you look good there. Troy,
you good like that. Yep.
You got to look at the live link, Troy.
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong link. Go ahead, my brother.
I sent it in the pre-pro.
First, I want to thank you guys for having me up here. I appreciate it. And I started when I was about 14. My mom put me in boxing. I was fighting in the streets and in school. For me, I think she did it to humble me. Keep me out of the streets, and it worked. I've been in the gym ever since. I started in Jersey City with a former fighter, Jimmy the Cat Dupree. You know what I'm saying? I haven't looked back since.
So how many national tournaments have you won?
2. My first 2 tournaments, and I made the team. I went to nationals with 14 fights, and I won.
Wow. And I think you're most famously known for getting 2 stoppages in the nationals, right? Or was it in the Olympic trials?
That was the trials.
Who did you stop out? Who did you stop? Walk us through it.
I stopped the British kid. I can't think of his name. In the semifinals, I stopped him. And then in the finals, I knocked out the Cuban, Julio De La Cruz. Knocked him out in the first round.
And this was all without headgear too. You were fighting in the amateurs at a time that they were not using headgear anymore.
Yeah, we don't use headgears overseas in international tournaments.
Yeah. So how was some of that experience you got internationally?
It was definitely I felt like it was perfect for me. You see, considering like I had to catch up. I didn't have as many fights as the other people on the team, so I used that experience to come home and practice and use on, I had the one-night shows we do, and practice and use that on the people in my town, my hometown, and I just developed and got better. Like the teammates, they pushed me. The people like Keyshawn, Jared, all the guys on the other teams, they pushed me,
So as a professional, you're going to be fighting at 160?
68.
Oh, 68. So that's where you're going to try and get your first world title, is at 68.
Most definitely.
And how tall are you exactly? Because sometimes box
6 foot.
6 feet. Okay. Yeah. Man, so you are very blessed, bro. 2 nationals and Matchroom came looking for you. Normally, I'm sure your stablemate from New Jersey, and he signed a split T, Kashai Elliott. He got like 10 nationals. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
You are blessed, man. Because I really like Eddie, man. Let me tell you, I think you in some good hands with Eddie. He does a good job promoting and putting his fighters out there. So I look forward to seeing what's next for you, man. How excited are you though? You've been doing this all your life to like get. I want you to understand, Split T's a good management company, and obviously Matchroom is too. So doing this all your life, I feel like, do you feel your dreams came true by being able to sign to 2 powerhouse companies?
Most definitely. It's like when I first got it was overwhelming. I didn't know how to feel. You see what I'm saying? Like things like this, where I come from, it don't happen too often. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta take it day by day. And accept it, thank thank the man upstairs and the team, and be humble, and just do what you got to do. I gotta take advantage of the opportunities that you get, and like I'm more excited, to put on a show for my family. The people that like there's fights that people still haven't got to see me do. Haven't been able to come to my fights, but I'm gonna put on the show for my city, man. It's not too many people coming out of Jersey City, if at all. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So.
I got a question. Can I jump in real quick? How you doing, man? This is Francis from Canada. Congratulations again on on the amazing deals that you got. Shout out to you. Hopefully you take it with two hands and don't let it go until it takes care of you. So I just want to know, for people that don't know, what's your background? Because when you said 6 foot, it sounded like you got a little island in you. It automatically hit my ear immediately. So I wanted to ask.
Oh no, I'm African American. Maybe I just be around a lot of people. People tell me I have an accent all the time. I'm mixed up. I'm mixed up. Yeah, but I was born in Jersey City, New Jersey. My mother's from Jersey City. My father's from Georgia, and that's the combination.
Oh, so you got some of that country strength. I love it. The next one, you be knocking people out. They got to be a reason for it. I want to know also that time that you took off from boxing. Like, how was that? Was that a reset for the mind and the body? Like, to walk us through that, and now revving up the engine again.
That was actually, I don't know if everybody, like most people know this, but I was incarcerated, for almost 16 months. So it was a setback, but I took the time, like you say, get my mind, body, and soul together and be more focused. So I was preparing myself for when I got back.
You was in the county?
No, first, and then I went downstate.
So what you had, like a violation?
No, it was a weapons charge.
Okay. Yeah, man. Listen, Jersey. I'm from Newark originally, man. So I already know.
Okay, I can hear it in your voice, man.
Yeah, I already know how it is in Jersey City, man. So no knock on you. Other states don't understand that they have the right to bear arms. Like Texas, Florida, you could have a gun. They don't understand, kind of what we go through, especially in the inner city. It's totally different. Like I moved out here to Florida now. I actually see that you be trained. I hate that I left. And now sometimes you spar at my old gym with Terrific in them. That's where I was training every day.
Going there. I'm about to go there in about 20 minutes. I'm going to spar.
I love Terrific. I love Shade. I keep praying that one day I'm going to be interviewing Shadeja with the same story, because I think she has all the talent in the world, and they haven't given her a shot yet, man. But all the kids I'm seeing that in and around, which brings me to this question. Shakur, Keyshawn, y'all all know each other. What made you choose Matchroom versus not going with James Prince? Because, Big Baby over there, all your other friends went that way. So what made you decide, I'm going to go this route?
Like you said before, like Eddie, he promotes you to the fullest, If he has to, come and get you and bring you, like he's gonna promote you, like, and he's like hands-on, like he'll text you and things like that. Like he's very active with the fighters. Like as to other promotional companies, you barely talk to him. You never meet him. You see what I'm saying? And like that's just where I felt comfortable with. If I could develop a relationship with you, we have a better understanding or in our game plan.
So how old are you, Khalil?
I'm 24.
Okay, still definitely young. And what is your plan? When you sat down with Eddie before y'all signed, did you just hear him out, or did you have an opportunity to tell him what it is that you wanted to do with your career? And if so, what was that plan?
Well, the major factor is we just want to be moved correctly. You see what I'm saying? We want to be moved correctly, in the smartest way as possible. And when the time comes for the big fight, I want to be in there. I'm ready. You see what I'm saying? I want to be ready and prepared and have all the experience that I need to have for when it's time to step up and do what I got to do.
So who's your head trainer?
Kenneth Christian. He's out of Newark, New Jersey.
Okay. And how long you been with him?
I've been with him for about 8 years.
Wow, so this is a dream come true for him himself, because I'm sure he's the
Definitely.
one that told you over and over you could go pro and that he's seen big things in you, right?
Yep. From day one, he said, "This is his thing. Oh, you could be a megastar. You could be a megastar." That's his favorite line.
I ain't gonna front, man. You got that it factor, man. You look good. You dress well. You know, you're physically fit. You know, and you have you have like a presence about you. You know what I'm saying? I could see you in some big face-offs, staring somebody down. Like you got a nice intimidating look. But how good do you fight, man? I mean, I know the world is saying you good. Who you looked up to coming up? Like when you started getting into it, like who was the guy you looking at?
Well, my all-time favorite, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, all time.
Old school.
You know, you got to put that out.
Mine too.
Yes,
Yeah.
But like coming up, I watched, you know, besides like the fighters in my gym that I looked up to, you know, because I got to give recognition to them because they the ones who pushed me, and you feel what I'm saying, and gave me the energy, you know, and motivated me. Like, oh, I want to be like they beat me up. I'm like, all right, tomorrow I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna try to get mine back tomorrow. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? But other than like as far as like, I would say, you know, of course, Mayweather, the Can Man, Adrian Broner, the Can Man, though. I don't know the new guy.
Definitely.
You know, Andre Ward. Yeah, like mainly Andre, you know, because people don't really, like in my area, you got to be flashy in order for people to know. And you think about boxing, they say Mayweather. They don't really know Andre. You see what I'm saying? They don't think about Andre. But he's probably one of the smartest fighters in the game. You see what I'm saying? Like
most definitely.
And, he's at my weight class, so that's another person I studied.
Definitely. You had something for him,
What weight you be walking around at? What weight you be walking around at?
About 190.
190?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you see yourself fighting in the future that's coming up right now that, like, say you had, 23 fights or they was asking you know, you about to fight for a title contender or, a title eliminator. Who do you see yourself, you be like, win, lose, or draw? It's just, everybody got that person that they say, man, when I get there, this is the dude that I feel like I'm going to have to get some work with. Who is that in your mind? Without trying to call out people, but just asking.
Yeah, well, before I signed, I was like, the guy Bivol, but I just seen him fight, I wanted to fight him. I even told him, I was at one of his fights. This when I was still amateur. I told him, I said, bro, I'm coming for you, He just smiled. I don't think he understood me, but he smiled, But I'm like, bro, I want that work, I spar with a lot of people, like a lot of pro fighters. I work with Kid Chocolate, Marcus Brown, it's a lot of I get a lot of work, but Steven Nelson.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, Steve, that's my bro. My bro. Tell him Troy said what's up. Steve is my man. He coached for one of my fights as a pro. Steve did. He's a real guy. And he's talented. Man. Yeah, he is, man. He's smart too. On another level, he's real technical. He fast. I sparred Steve when I was coming up as a pro, and he was helping me. I sparred Steve, and I used to be in the gym with Dre. And Dre is a very good person to look up to, man. And if you reach out to him, I'm sure he'll get back with you. That's a good, solid guy, and he ain't got no problems telling people where they go wrong. He's not shy about it. Definitely. And that's why I like Dre. He always kept me humble, and at the same time, every time I asked him for direction in the gym, he would always just tell me, keep working. He would never give me one thing. He would just say, he would look at me and be like, man, just keep working. And then I never knew how to take it. I'm like, man, why he ain't telling me what it is? Yeah, what he just kept saying, and I just like, well, maybe he see the talent. He just say it's only about consistency. So I'm saying that to say to you, bros, Ramadan, be consistent with yourself first. That's most important. Don't listen to nobody, But you, cause you know right from wrong. You black. You know what it is.
Yep.
And don't ever look back. Hey, Allahu Akbar to y'all. I gotta go. I gotta hit the track with my people, cause that's what I do. I gotta put my miles in. I'll get with you. Hey, thank you, Ness. Hey, keep your head on. No more bullshitting, bro. It's your time. You dripping. I see you. You got the velvet drawn on and all. Hey, come on, man. Get it together. Don't be playing, because sometimes people don't. If you can remember your thought, you only get one opportunity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so keep it right. Hey, shout out to y'all one.
Appreciate it, man.
Peace.
All right. Hey, Khalil, man, I wanted to ask, again, I hate that I moved just so recently, because I'm pretty sure, and I'm hoping you have sparred Hakeem Nurse.
Every day, on the regular. I'm going to spar him now.
Damn. Yo, and I rank him so much. People, that's like another Shadeja, like a dude with so much talent that people just don't know yet. So it would have been good to be able to see you spar with him, man. He's a slick.
Me and Hakeem, we've been sparring for a long time now. We've been together for a long time. Like, and Shadeja, me and her, we go way back from nationals. We went to nationals together, trained together. Same hotel. Like, she's a different breed. Seriously, like people don't really. I can't wait for her to actually get the exposure that she need. So I could be like, man, I know her, man.
Yeah,
I know her.
Me too, man. I be telling her all the time. It's cause she don't post, man. She letting these other girls be more popular than her. She don't post at all.
And she's a vibe. She's lit. Like she's a fun person to be around. She motivates you. We come in the gym. She motivates you. Do another round. You talking too much. Yeah. Ain't that bad. Like,
Yo, you ain't lying. I used to be wanting to quit. She like, nah, Ness, come on. You got another round? She ain't no joke, man. I love her, man. I can't wait.
We try to tell her, like, we catch her, we take pictures of her. She be on the treadmill. We like, come on, take this picture. She be like, nah, I can't get off this treadmill. Be like, all right, we gonna come over there then. Like, we gonna get this picture. We gonna get you right.
Yeah. Yeah, man, she needs this. Oh, man. But her time going to come, man. It's going to happen.
Definitely. Inshallah.
It's going to happen because you know what? They'll never catch her slipping, man. All the years I know her, and I think it's like 4 now, or maybe 5, she's always in the gym. She's always in the gym. I never see her not in the gym or miss a day. And I was going a lot. I was going very consistent at one point when they was in Jersey Boys out in Passaic. And then when they moved to the one you going to now over there in Hanover.
Yeah, East Hanover,
Yeah. We even had 2 events in there, man. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for she's moving. She's pretty high in the IBO right now, so hopefully the IBO forces somebody to fight her. But yeah, man, that's amazing that you've been able to spar Hawk, because again, I think he's very slick and so defensive. So what kind of style? Yes, very technical. What kind of style do you have?
Well, me, I like to consider myself a boxer, but I have the unexpected power, So it's like it catches you off guard. Oh, this guy's boxing. It's either you have one or the other. So I'll be boxing 1 minute, and the next thing you know, I'm in your face. I'm walking you down, and you feeling it like, oh, where did that come from? So. It's like we working on diversity and switching it up, and like I'm working on southpaw, everything, being able to make adjustments in the ring.
So I seen once you posted. I'm sorry, you got it?
Nah, go ahead.
I seen once you posted that you were signed. You had so many of your peers, congratulating you and basically telling you it's your time, like, How did that feel? Was that motivating? Was it getting you fired up? How was it to see, your basically your public, man, rooting for you?
Yeah, like I said, like it was an amazing feeling, because we don't really get support like that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's sad to say, but this race, we don't support each other. So to see that. That was amazing, to see that there's actually people rooting for me, and because for a while, it's like in Jersey City wasn't, but Newark, New Jersey, they would root me on and put me out there, promoting me. Oh, this guy's the next big thing. It took a while for my own city to start acknowledging me. It took for me to actually, like, recently. This is when Jersey City started. And it's sad, but I'll take it. Because I'm doing it for my family at the end of the day.
For sure. Do you have any sort of relationship with Shakur? And when did you guys meet? Any funny story of you and Shakur? Because he's from Newark. That's another dude that I love as well.
I said, we got a few stories. I met Shakur. I say on the Olympic year. We was in it. It was his parade. He was doing his parade. I had won a tournament. They had through a tournament called the Mayor's Belt for his parade or whatever. And I had got a knockout. I met him then. But me and Shakur, we real cool, man. We cool. He motivates you too. That's another guy that never leaves the gym. Even when he doesn't have a fight coming up. He never leaves the gym. Like, he's running. What you doing, man? I'm about to go run real quick. You just left. You just finished fighting yesterday, man. Like, like relax, like. But you can't get him. You can't, like. But me and Cole, like, he thinks he's the best basketball player in the world.
Everybody says that.
Yep, Keyshawn said that.
Keyshawn said that the other day.
Yeah, Keyshawn. Look, it was a time where it was him and Keyshawn. Actually, it was him and Keyshawn versus me and Ota Jones out of Ohio.
Okay, yeah.
They were
I
cheating.
actually got to see him spar at the gym you going to, man. He was getting ready for his last fight over there.
Yeah, he don't play basketball at all. They were putting guys on my team that like don't play basketball. They were cheating every time I go up. Shakur or Keyshawn, they'd grab me. Like, no, you too big. So, I just started shooting their lights out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post it later. I'm gonna tag them because they hate that video. I'm shooting for half court on them. They couldn't do nothing about it. So it hurt his feelings. It hurt his feelings.
For sure.
That's it. I want to ask you a question real quick. What type of workout are you doing? Are you doing long sprints? Are you doing long sprint? Are you doing long runs? Are you doing short sprints? What kind of conditioning work are you doing to get yourself ready?
We do different days. Like on today after sparring, I'm gonna do like some distance. I'll probably do about 7 miles. Sometimes we do hill sprints. We do hill sprints. But we do it on like different days, and sometimes we even do it like on the same day. Like during that mile, you have to sprint. You see what I'm saying? Sprint a certain amount of time during that mile, and then bring it down, then pick it up again. You see what I'm saying? So we mix it up, get ready for those bursts, those combos.
I love it. Is there any particular workout in the gym that you got to get yourself mentally prepared for? You like, I got to do this today. Woo!
Yeah, it's like. It's this thing it's mostly strength and conditioning. When I do strength and conditioning, it's like he tries to kill me. Like he goes above and beyond. If he don't see me sweating, he like, oh, we ain't start yet. That's just the warm up. like so it's like this thing we get on the they put the treadmill on, and you gotta walk on your hands. He holds your feet and you walk on your hands on the treadmill. Then you get down, you do explosive push-ups. It's you have to see it. Like it's crazy. Like
what's your strength and conditioning coach name?
Chase.
What's his last name? Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah, hold on. I got a question. Can I go? Yeah, I just want to ask you these questions because I'm about to. Let me ask you these questions real quick. These are my world famous questions, by the way. Trust me, you're about to hit it. You're about to go through the gauntlet. What type of music are you listening to when you're doing your work in the gym or when you're doing road work?
Oh man, I listen to. They hate me for this. My pops and my coaches, Sometimes I switch it up, but I like Lil Durk, Lil Baby, The Baby, I listen to Mo3, rest in peace to Mo3, I listen, man. but King Von, I listen to King Von. You know, rest in peace to him. And like occasionally I might switch it up and throw it back. You know, put some old school R&B on. You know, some Shy, some Silk. You know, for the soul. You know, some throwback.
Yeah.
They be like, all right, now you talking, now you cooking.
So what's that song you listen to before you leave the locker room, before your ring walk song? That do you have a song that gets you like, okay, it's time to go?
I say it's Lil Durk. It's called The Voice. Lil Durk,
Nice.
The Voice.
Nice. And that gets you, is it up tempo, low tempo?
No, it's a low tempo, you know, but it's the words, it's the message.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. So it
it.
definitely motivates you. It motivates me, you know.
All right, next one coming at you is what would be your pre-fight meal, and what would be your post-fight guilty pleasure? Like I got to have it when I get out the ring.
Well, the pre-fight meal is gonna be, well, that's up to my nutritionist, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure what the pre-fight meal will be. But I most definitely know the post-fight meal, I'm definitely going to get some chicken wings. I'm definitely going to get some type of, I don't know, I'm going to Wingstop or something. I'm going to get some crab legs. I'm going to get some man, I'm going in. I'm going in. Word up.
I love it. Yeah. The final one I got for you coming is if you were a superhero, what would be your superhero power?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I would say I want to be fast. I want to have super speed. That's what I want. Super speed.
So like the Flash.
Yeah, Flash. Yeah.
Ooh, that one doesn't get picked often, but that's a cool one. The Flash.
For sure.
Go ahead, that's all you. Thank you very much, man. Going through the gauntlet. I appreciate it.
You blanked me out. I had something I wanted to ask, but it already slipped my mind with those questions. You had me laughing, man. The superhero question. The superhero question is always good, man. You know, to hear what somebody wants their power to be.
Yeah, because then you kind of get an insight into like their mind, like how their mind works. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But we do have some from the people here. We got Ryan O'Rourke in the United Kingdom that says, since you signed with Eddie, any talks of coming over to the UK to get some exposure over here like Ammo Williams from Texas has done? Good luck with your career ahead of you.
Definitely. We definitely will. You know, I love the UK. You know, I love being over there. I love the energy. You know, everybody is kind and supportive, but that'll be in the future, you know, sometime in the future. I'm not sure when, but most definitely I'm coming.
Next one is from Mr. Adore. I'm not sure where he's from, but he says, what's your thoughts on Edgar Berlanga?
I like Edgar. You know, I like his energy. I can't say I don't, you know, but people want they want that fight already. You know, people hit me up. Oh, you need to fight Edgar. When it comes, it's gonna come, man. It's gonna come.
Have you seen him in the amateurs before?
I've never seen Edgar.
Okay.
Never seen him in any of the tournaments. Okay. I don't even know how many amateur fights he has.
Okay. So you watched his pro fights though?
Yeah, I watched a few. Most definitely.
Are you impressed? Are you impressed with?
Yeah, he's killing them. Yeah. Fast.
Yeah.
Fast.
All first rounds though. That's crazy. Yeah. That buzz is blowing up because of that first round. Every fight's a first round.
He's like what, 16-0?
16 all in the first round.
Yeah.
He's stepping up though. He's stepping up this one. He gonna fight Damon Nicholson. You ever got work with him from down like he trained with Coach Calvin Ford, Javonta trainer. He's down in the DMV area, like Baltimore, Maryland, all that.
Nah, I've heard of him, but I never got to like work with him or anything like that. But I've heard of him.
Okay.
He stopped Eric Moon.
Yes.
I was like, wow, that one was crazy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So are you orthodox or southpaw?
I'm orthodox.
Okay. Do you switch?
Yep.
I was about to, because a lot of the young fighters, the new crop of fighters, like a lot of y'all are switching now. Everybody, you know.
You got to be able to have that in your arsenal, and like I said, make adjustments.
Okay.
Hey, the old school code, they don't like it, so you know what I mean. Old school fighters, they stick one way. Like, what you mean? I got two hands, right?
Yeah, definitely. I got 2 hands, man.
I got another one from Oklahoma. Israel Weber says, Eddie puts on fights in my area, Tulsa, Dallas, etc. When you're in Oklahoma, lunch on me. Good luck with your career.
No problem, champs. Thanks. I appreciate it, man.
We got another one from Orlando, but he's in Ohio. Majid says, call out Ammo and knock him out. Dude don't have too much head movement. It looks like an overhand will do a good job. Good luck on your career. Have you seen Ammo Williams before?
Definitely. I've seen him at nationals, and we never fought or sparred or anything, but you know, him and one of my guys, they had a little beef going on, you know, so I'm a little biased.
Okay.
When it comes to him.
Isn't he 54 or is he 60?
I think he's 54.
Okay. And how many amateur fights did you have total?
34.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you did it with that's not that many. You did it quick.
Yeah.
Man, you are blessed, champ.
That's why his name. That's why he liked the flash, man. Come on.
This like something new, man. 34 fights only, 2 national wins on. Yo, you starting a new wave for fighters, man. You gotta do your thing so that these promoters give other people an opportunity. Because you know, back in the day, if you didn't have a bunch of nationals like Kasha, they won't sign you, man. So
that's what people hit me up on a regular, like, hey, man, you proving that you don't have to have enough. You know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm glad that I can open that door for the other people like me. You see what I'm saying?
But partially, champ, you opened it. You put the eyes on it. Now you got to show, like, look, this is why. Like, this is why. Yeah, I don't have non-national wins, but my talent speaks for itself.
This is what I can do. Definitely.
Exactly, man. Listen, man, we appreciate you over here. I think that's all of them. Let me refresh in case I get any last ones. But if not, please give out your social media for anybody who isn't following. Actually, we just got an influx of 3 more if you still got time.
Definitely, I'm cool.
Another one from the United Kingdom, Big Nick says, big up, champs, been following you for 2 years now. What do you think of Ben Whitaker, and who do you have your eye on from the UK?
That's my dog right there. Ben Whitaker, that's my boy. Flash, he's a pretty boy, but he can fight, man. He can fight, definitely. And from the UK, like, I haven't really been, like, searching. You see what I'm saying? I haven't really been looking. I've been focusing on just getting better and perfecting my craft. So once I start getting active and things like that, that's when I'll start, you know, looking and shopping around.
For sure. Eric Garcia says, thanks for coming on the show. Gonna be rooting for you moving forward. Showing love from California.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you, man.
We got another one from Canada. Hamilton, Canada says, Natural Wiz, what would you say is your signature go-to move when you are in a fight or practicing in the gym?
The jab. That jab is, I've been working on the jab so that it's on. My coach say autopilot, you know, because that's the most important punch of the game. So that's the go-to punch, regardless. When in doubt, jab. You see what I'm saying? If he blink, jab.
Hold on a second. You said Benjamin Whitaker, like from Texas?
No, from the UK. From the UK, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Khalil, those are all the questions, man. Thank you once again. If you want to give out your social media for anybody who isn't following you, please do so. And
you guys can add me on Instagram at Khalil Cole _ on Twitter at Khalil Cole, the #1, and that's it, man. Big stepper, man.
All right, brother. Well, thank you once again, man. We look forward to getting you on. As soon as you get any fight date, hit me up and we'll reschedule you once again to announce it to the public, man. Make sure they get them ticket sales right and pay attention. Subscribe to Dazn. You ain't gotta wait. He already on Dazn because he signed a Matchroom. Make sure you subscribe to Dazn.
May 29th, I'm fighting in Vegas.
Oh, you already got a date?
Yeah, I'm fighting in Vegas, May 29th.
Is that
Devin Haney card?
Yeah, what?
Oh wow. Bill asked me to come out. I might have to come out, man.
Yes,
definitely.
yes.
Yo, that's my birthday weekend. I was supposed to be somewhere. What?
Vegas, you go to Vegas?
Yo, Khalil, man, thank you for coming on, bro. May 29th, Vegas, Devin Haney. You see, and this is why I'm happy you signed, because you on a big undercard, man, with another young gun that is like out there taking the world by storm. This is beautiful, man. Shout out to you. Enjoy the rest of your morning, man, and we appreciate you.
Likewise, man. See y'all later, man.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. New Jersey's own Khalil Cole. Oh, man, I'm so happy for him, man. It's crazy, man, knowing these kids, and then it's just like, wow, watching them get these deals and just being able to change. That was the question that slipped my mind. That's what I wanted to ask. Like, was there a dream move, like I wanted to be clear to ask that, like, once he feels he has enough money, does he want that first house to be right there in Jersey, the state of New Jersey, in the city of Jersey City? Is he gonna stay in North, or is he going somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Is he ready to relocate like some of these other fighters, And especially, man, if he had a gun charge already before he got the deal, I don't want him to be around there to have to need another gun, man. But we're talking Jermall Charlo versus Juan Macias Montiel, and this fight is official for June 19th. We got a few super chats, and we're going to Super Mex that says 9 months out of the ring, was hoping for better. Yeah, I think everybody was hoping for a better opponent than this, Super Mex. I mean, we thought he was negotiating with Triple G, right? Wasn't that the rumors? And everybody thought. We got Boxing Expert that says, Ness, 3 years of tune-ups. He's the WBC champ. Laughing my ass off. Y'all can sugarcoat it all y'all want, but La Gata capping. Haiti, mi hijito, ¿qué andas haciendo, mi hijo? So, Haiti, I mean, is that, I don't know, is it Haititi? I don't know what that means, because is that Haiti? But I mean, mijito is little son, ¿qué andas haciendo? Is like, what are you doing, my son? I think hatita. Maybe you forgot the G. Is it gatita? Yeah, that's what he meant to say. Gatita, mijito, que andas haciendo, mijo. So, my little kitty cat, what are you doing? Basically, like, what are you doing with this fight? Like, what's going on, man? It's sad, too, because it was all this Benavidez hype, man. They had all us YouTube channels doing videos on Benavidez versus Charlo, only to give us this shit. Bilo says, Troy, this type of fight you be getting in Mexico? Y'all terrible. Yo, you terrible, man. Fernando Montiel is way better than those opponents Troy faced, man. Y'all tripping, man. Don't do Charlo like that, man. Matt Ben in Kansas City says, Mr. Cole, is meditation part of your fight prep? Matt Ben, questions that want to be asked to the fighter have to be the equivalent of the posts on Patreon. Today, Khalil Cole's post was only $3. So yeah, we opened it up at, because he's a brand new prospect. We want the world to be able to ask him a question. Ken Stone says, I would have accepted Laura or Hurd at 160 instead. I agree. Those two names would have been way better. But everybody's getting tune-ups. He's fighting Montiel. Laura's fighting, Lamana. It's just like everybody is tuning on up on the PBC side. Candy Slim says, leave Maul alone. Juan is vaccinated. Laughing out loud emoji. Damn. So he got the fight because he vaccinated, y'all. We going out to Albany. Hello, car.
Damn, man, you called me at the wrong time, but no, that's all good. Though, real quick though, Charlo, man, what's up, man? Like, I don't get this guy, bro. All these fighters stay talking hella shit, thinking they the man and shit, and they haven't actually done shit in boxing. It is what it is, man. It's all like a facade for the people and the world and all that. It's boxing. You got to entertain and all that with your personality and all that. But at the end of the day, man, once these guys get inside the ring with the one man and the one man only, and that's Canelo, bro, they all going down, bro. That's what it is. The same goes with Crawford, man. But I'm going to let y'all go real quick. Crawford and Canelo, man, the top two best fighters in our eyes right now. And they're going to be the best in the next 10 years, too. And I'm out, man.
All right. We got Juan in the BX. You ain't press one. Let me know if you're ready to jump on the line. And all right. Juan, what's going on?
Yo, what's good?
Yo.
Yeah, man. What's poppin'? Who's in the show today? I just got on pretty much. Anyway, shout out to all you guys. Yeah, I know my man Doomy ain't on because I ain't hear my music come on. So
yeah, he dropped off his internet. Dropped off.
No bueno? Yeah, I feel that. So, yeah, man, everybody disappointed in Charlo. I don't give a fuck. I still hope he whoops homeboy's ass, comes back. This COVID shit fucked everything up for boxing and every other sport, but they starting to come back and we starting to get fights, so that's all that matters.
Word.
Even if they last a fucking round or two, right? So, yeah, man, just hopefully we're going to get better fights. And I go for knockout. Charlo gets a knockout on like round 3 and up. That's my call, though. Fellas, be good. Thanks, Ness, for reminding me.
All right. If you want to call in, the number to call in, 14255-669-5247. Hit us up. You want to talk? We talking Khalil Cole. We talking Jermall Charlo and Juan Montiel. Today's Friday. We have a 3 o'clock show scheduled with Ottawa Violin to go over, his heavyweight wishes. What does he plan on doing in the heavyweight division? We're going to be talking to Ottawa. He's coming off his win over Dominic Brazil. So we'll be talking boxing with him at 3 p.m. Eastern. Looks like those are all the callers. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up since we're back at 3. Don't forget, join us here. And I think we got a 5 o'clock unguarded. NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Francis is in the back handling some business. So, peace. Oh, we just got an influx of callers here. And this, I think, is James, correct?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Nash?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Let me step out of this building. Nothing, man. Hey, an update on my Patreon, man. I reached out to them through an email, and so some guy contacted me right away. So hopefully I can get it fixed, man, because I ain't been getting the notices like the MP3s, ask the fighters the questions. But I just want to give a shout out to you guys because, man, the interviews have been dope, man. A lot of great interviews, a lot of great content, Ness. I appreciate you guys, everything y'all do, man. I just want to shout you guys out, man, because I really appreciate the show.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. And thank you for always contacting me when you have an issue. Together we'll work on it. Keep me posted on what Patreon lets you know about that. And I think I'm gonna take a leap of faith here and say, without using my board, that this next person is Brandon from Houston. And I think you got an intro, Brandon, but I have no clue. Oh, there he goes.
I'll make a meal out of Holyfield and farm it. You want to go to jail for doing homicide? Farm it. Keep fighters that take you right there. Bar to the security guard. You fight me, I'm going to kill you. I want you. Bad, baby.
Uh-oh. I think I'm wrong. That's not Brandon. That's boxing expert. What up?
Hello?
Yo, boxing expert. What's up? My bad.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, man. Who's our caller, man? Carlito? You blame it on the pandemic? Man, it's been 3 years. You can't blame that on the pandemic, man. Charlo's been fighting nothing but tune-ups. And I'm from Houston, so you could take that as you may. But Canelo's the king, as always, and Charlo ducking everybody. He don't want no smoke, and that's my call.
All right. And that was boxing expert. If you want to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Hit us up right now, and let's talk some boxing. We're going out to... I should have known this one by heart, but I don't. So we're using the board. That is Richie Harlem. What up?
That's how you doing this morning?
Chilling.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Nah, Charlo dropped the ball there, bro. He was talking all that shit with Benavidez, and then now Benavidez is in a decent fight, and he's in a fight with a guy that people barely even know. That was the Cotty fight. Is going to be good because David's going to try to knock him out way and do him way worse than what Caleb Plant did to make a statement. That's my call. You have a good day, man.
You too. Once again, 1-425-569-5241. You could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. We're going to be talking to heavyweight, Ottawa, Valen, 3 p.m. It's going down. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.